That's about all you have to know to get started. Of course, there's lots more to learn. Just click the question mark button. If you get stuck, give Craftsman Tech Support a call at 760-438-7828. We'll be glad to help. Let's keep working on the estimate for a slab. I'll go back and split the window. Here's a line I want to copy. I'll right-click and click on Copy. To paste here, I'll right-click and click on Paste. The quantity is 100 square feet. And we don't need this title, so I'll delete the title. We're done. I'll click OK. That's about right. Here's another way to copy and paste. Let's put a membrane under this slab. I'll select the 4 mil line by double-clicking. Then I'll click again and hold the mouse button down in the selection. I'm holding the mouse button down. Notice the prohibited symbol. Now I can drop this line anywhere in the estimate. I'll release the mouse button here, right in front of the sand fill. The quantity is 100 square feet. And I'll click OK. That's it. Like most estimators, I prefer using my own wage rates when writing estimates. Well, here's how. First, I'll click on the Estimate Window button so the estimate fills the screen. This is the line I want to change, so I'll double-click on it. I'll right-click on the line and click to change this cost line. And change the hourly wage rate for a building laborer to $30. And press Tab. Here's the new cost, calculated at $30 an hour. We're done here. Notice that labor costs for a building laborer changed everywhere in the estimate. That's handy. Changing the hourly wage for any craft changes the rate for that craft everywhere in this estimate. If you see some cost that doesn't look right, change it. For example, the man-hours here don't seem right to me. I'm going to allow an hour for fine grading. I'll right-click on the line and select Change a Cost Line. I'll press Tab 4 times and change this to 1/100th of an hour. I'll press Tab to check it. That's good. Okay, we're done. Let's make a little change here. We don't need this. I'm going to delete it by pressing the backspace key. Okay, it's gone. If you change your mind, click the Undo button and it's back. But I really don't want this, so I'll press the backspace key and type Vapor Barrier. That makes more sense. You can type anything you want in the estimate. Just click and start typing. Some of your jobs will include items that aren't in the cost book, but it's easy to add both descriptions and costs anywhere in the estimate. For practice, let's add costs for 4 reinforced corners to this estimate. I'll right-click here and insert a text line. We're going to add reinforced corners to this job, so I'll type and press Enter. Now let's add a cost for reinforced corners. We want to insert a cost line below the description, so I'll right-click here and click on Insert a Cost Line. The number of corners is 4, so that's our quantity. Pressing Tab moves to the next box. The measurement is each. I'll press Tab twice to leave the craft code blank and hourly wage at 0. These reinforced corners will be installed by a subcontractor. There's no material, labor, or equipment costs, so I'll skip over these boxes. The subcontractor's bid price goes in the total cost box. I'll type 20 in the total cost box. That's the cost per corner quoted by our sub. Okay, we're done. How does that look? You can add or change lines in the cost book the same way you add or change lines in an estimate. I'll switch to the cost book window. Some of our jobs require 8 mil polyethylene. There isn't any in the cost book. So let's add a line. I'll right-click here and click to insert a cost line. This is 8 mil polyethylene. Square foot is okay for the measurement, and I'll use the craft code of BL for building laborer. Man hours are the same as for 6 mil poly. Material price is 7 cents a square foot. The labor cost is filled in automatically, so I'm done. It's in red to show that this is a line I added. You can put all kinds of notes in the cost book, price quotes, phone numbers, anything. To remove anything you added, just select it and press the Delete key. It's gone. I like to insert subtotals at the end of each section in my estimate. Let's put a subtotal in Estimate 2. I'll click the Estimate Window button to get back to Estimate 2. Subtotals organize your estimates and make them easier to read. You can insert a section subtotal anywhere it makes sense. These subtotals become cost categories when printing bids and invoices. And subtotals become cost category names if you export an estimate to QuickBooks Pro. I'm going to insert a slab subtotal right here. I'll click on the Subtotal button and type the subtotal name. That's better. Let's make a little change to the subtotal we just added. A better description would be concrete slab, so let's change it. I'll right-click on the old subtotal line and select the subtotal option. This is what we want. That's better. Let's put some sales tax in this estimate. Tax goes at the end. I'll right-click and select Tax Rate. Our tax rate here is 7.25% on materials. There. How's that?